live from the greatest wrestlers of all time's hometown, Randy Orton, from St. Louis, Missouri, was WWE Royal Rumble 2012, the first pay-per-view of the year for WWE. How did it turn out? Let's get started. Opening matchup was the Triple Threat Steel Cage World Heavyweight Title match. I really did like this match. I thought it was pretty good. Not the best match on the card by any means, but it was a nice little world title match. I felt it went a little bit too short, but I did like the work that Daniel Bryan, Mark Henry, and Big Show did in there. The ending was also very cool and also very sleazy by Daniel Bryan. I was impressed with the ending. I was impressed with everything that went down to lead up to the ending. And I'm getting texts from people about the Royal Rumble, of course, though some YWC members. But besides that, I thought it was a very, very nice little ending. Nice way to open the show. Got the crowd pretty hyped up. And the St. Louis crowd was absolutely fantastic tonight. And yeah, pretty much that's what I got to go about this one. A very nice little opener. The next match, though, if you... it was an 8 Divas tag match. No, it wasn't terrible. It wasn't exciting. It wasn't terrible. It was like meh. And it was okay. The heel team consisted of Beth Phoenix, Natalya, and the Bella Twins, while the face team featured Alicia Fox, Tamina, who recently turned face a while back, Kelly, and Eve. And the one thing that bugged me was how the announcers were all talking about how Eve is so depressed about Zack Ryder. Oh my god, Zack Ryder is hurt, and Eve can't smile, and Eve's smiling as she's entering. She's doing the booty dancing. Well, that doesn't make me believe Eve is worried about Zack Ryder. It really doesn't. And it kind of threw me off a little bit, but this was just meh. And it's something if you buy the DVD to skip. The next thing we get is Zack Ryder is in the building. John Laurinaitis was nice enough to hook him up with like a nice little room with his favorite foods. And Eve tells him to piss off because she hopes he gets fired. Oh, Johnny Ace may be in trouble because Triple H may fire him next week. Or this Monday. Oh. Next up, we get Cena versus Kane. And I'm not going to lie, I was looking way forward for this match. We all have our personal preference of feuds in WWE. Some people enjoyed the CM Punk Ziggler feud a little bit more. Some people enjoyed this. I was enjoying the Cena Kane feud. It's my personal preference. I did enjoy it. But the Cena rise above the hate. Tune in tomorrow night on Monday Night Raw to see the outcome, because really that's how it sent the message to me. It seems like this feud's going to be continuing on, maybe till Elimination Chamber, maybe ending in the Chamber match where Cena pins Kane, and it really didn't do much to the John Cena character. It kind of just really said, he's John Cena, he is what he is. I mean, they already showed that video package of John Cena with the Wrestlemania theme song, and they were showing like fans saying, oh, I hate Cena, oh, I love Cena and I respect him, I've seen him since day one, It really just said, hey, they're not going to do anything to Cena's character. It's still the same person. He's still going to be the same thing. Nothing exciting. And it's like pretty much ended in what I thought was going to be totally different. But the ending comes in a double count out. Kane and Cena fight. They brawl a little bit backstage. All this nonsense. And then, coincidence or not, they're by Zack Ryder's freaking locker room. So Kane beats the shit out of Zack Ryder. Terrible tombstone. Doesn't do much with Eve. Chokeslam Cena. And my question is, if you're going to bring Eve into the storyline, why don't you do something with her? Like have Kane attack her, or Kane take her hostage, or Kane do something with her. She just feels like a terrible prop that shouldn't be there. She's not even meaningful to the feud. Kane has shown no interest in Eve. Eve is scared of Kane. And why would she get in the ring and Kane not doing anything, just letting her be? It's just kind of like weird. She shouldn't be in this feud if she's not going to progress anything with it. She's not going to be a major part of it. Take her out. I don't care if she's a pretty face in the WWE. I don't care if fans like her. I don't care if this is a plot to turn her heel or some bullshit. Just take her out. She can do some bullshit with Kelly to turn her heel. Maybe that would make the Divas division interesting. Oh, I'm not going to bash the next match. To be honest, the next match made me happy and made me wanna, yeah! Brodus Clay jobbed the fuck out of Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre wasn't eligible for the Royal Rumble, but hell, Drew McIntyre jobbed like a champion. We gotta see Brodus Clay jiggle that fucking ass like, and then dance, We gotta see the jig, and we got to see the pterodactyl. So you know what? I was fine with it. It was entertaining. It was an entertaining segment for this show. The next match was the WWE Championship match with Mr. Fun and Entertaining, Executive VP of Talent Relations, John Laurinaitis. But the thing is, I am the special guest referee. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to be the special guest ringside referee and have an actual referee here so I can be partial. Because if you guys don't know, they're trying to play this gimmick like, John Laurinaitis, he's worried about his job. He wants to keep his job. Like, he doesn't worry about, he's just worrying about himself. He's not really worrying about the superstars. So he's trying to get a good impression so that way on Monday Night Raw, Triple H doesn't fire him and all that BS. Kicks out Vicky Guerrero to start it off. And this match right here, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to get blasted for my opinions on this match. But really, I'm sticking by my opinions. I'm not going to change my mind just because these two are very great workers. I realize CM Punk and Dolph Ziggler are very great workers, but to me, this match was not one of their best quality of matches. This was an okay match. This wasn't anything too special. I thought the beginning was going good, and then afterwards with that whole John Laurinaitis thing, like, yeah, I get it. It was playing to the story that Laurinaitis is trying to screw Punk. You actually thought for a second, is Punk going to lose the title, which is good. I like that. It's not a bad match, but I'm not saying it was the best match that these two can perform. I believe these two can perform a much better match. Not the match that we saw, but a much better match. And I thought it was an okay match. It wasn't the greatest match of all time. Would it be considered a contender for match of the year? Yeah, early on because we just started this year. Yeah, it could be considered that, but it wasn't one of their better matches. I thought it was a very good, pretty good, entertaining match, though. I like the storyline with it, with when the referee got knocked down. Punk had Ziggler beat 3 different times, and Johnny Ace was like getting pissed off. And then there was that one point where Punk hits Johnny Ace with Ziggler's foot, and you thought, man, Punk is going to lose that fucking title. I actually thought Punk was going to lose. Silly old me. That was a good suspense there. And Laurinaitis does the right thing, count the 3. CM Punk remains the champion, as it should. Now, the reason why I've been kind of quick in talking about the Rumble is because this is my first time actually reviewing a Rumble match. I personally, I did enjoy this match. I really did. Some of the highlights of this were the return of Karma. Karma returned and did her thing. The weirdness of how all the announcers, Michael Cole, Booker T, and Jerry Lawler, are able to get into the ring. Mr. Sacco versus Cobra War inside the Rumble. I thought that was very entertaining. But yeah, those were some highlights. Jericho, of course, coming out. Randy Orton coming out to a huge pop. And Hacksaw Jim Duggan and Road Dogg were nice to see as well. I thought this was a nice little match. It wasn't one of the better Rumble matches, but it was a nice Rumble match, and I did enjoy myself. I caught myself laughing. And Ricardo Rodriguez, fuck the world. He is awesome. Now, many are wondering, I am in the Off the Rope show, Mr. Route's favorite Rumble person, the Rumble game. And you guys are wondering, Chase, what number did you get drafted? Chase, who are you marking out for the year? I got number 3. And guess who it is? The truth has set me free. I'm embracing the truth. Little Jimmy's everywhere. I see my little Jimmy. How you doing, little Jimmy? When R-Truth got drafted, a little theme popped next to me. I'm like, whoa. And I said, what's your name? And he said, Chris. So allow me to introduce to you guys Little Chris. Little Chris is my personal little Jimmy. R-Truth made me see the light. And Little Chris, what did you like about this match? He said that he did like how R-Truth looked in that match. Did R-Truth get screwed by The Miz? Yes, he did, Little Chris. He did get screwed by The Miz. And April Morrison, 00, whatever your last 2 numbers are, I don't care. I don't care if you don't watch my videos. To be honest, I hope you don't. Because your boy The Miz eliminated my boy R-Truth. And me and Little Chris, we ain't going to deal with that, right, Little Chris? Right. So, I hope you guys enjoy Little Chris. He's going to be here for a year. Yeah, a year. Yeah, a year. Just shut up. Let me finish the Rumble. But besides that, and me getting R-Truth and all his glory and awesomeness, making me open my eyes and seeing the truth of the conspiracy, I'm going to give out some MVP awards, and then I'll talk the Rumble winner, say the Rumble winner. MVP awards that I'm going to give out to. Cody Rhodes, I thought looked awesome in this match. He deserves an MVP award. He eliminated two legends in Mick Foley and Hacksaw Jim Duggan. That's brownie points. I thought The Miz did very well in this match, and he gets an MVP award. Although he didn't really last long in this match, you cannot fucking deny Kofi Kingston looked awesome in this match, and what he did is probably topped what Rey Mysterio did when he jumped on Miz and Morrison's back and got into the ring, or what Jomo did last year. I thought that was fucking awesome. When Kofi was eliminated, I was like, what the heck? And then he got on that handstand, and he walked all the way back. I was like, wow. I thought that was cooler than what Jomo did. I thought that was cooler than what Mysterio did a couple years back. So to be honest, I thought that was really cool what Kofi did, and that was very innovative by the WWE to do so. Another MVP would have to go to Jericho. I thought Jericho in the final seconds were going to be good, but I'm going to go down who the final four were. The final four were Big Show, who basically eliminated almost everybody. Kane fans are probably pissed off because Kane's consecutive streak of Rumbles is broken. It's done. Big Show came in at number 30. Randy Orton got eliminated fairly quick by Chris Jericho, and I like both of them, so it's not a big deal. No, it isn't. God damn it, Orton should have won. What's that, Little Chris? Yeah, R-Truth should have won. Little Chris is right. Fuck Randy Orton. R motherfucking Truth. But the final four were Sheamus, Chris Jericho, Big Show, and Randy Orton. Big Show got eliminated by Randy Orton, so Randy Orton got a huge elimination. Then Randy Orton got quickly eliminated by Chris Jericho, by Jericho, and then led down to Jericho and Sheamus. And what I thought was a great final closing for the Royal Rumble. I was enjoying this from beginning to end. I thought this was an awesome exchange and a surprising winner. The Celtic Warrior Sheamus won the Royal Rumble. Holy shit. I did not expect that. I really did not. And to be honest, I'm not pissed about it. Because if you're going to have Daniel Bryan go heel, hell, why not? Why not a Sheamus? I mean, Sheamus is a guy that people are getting into. He got a huge pop. And not to mention, when he was wrestling with Jericho, Jericho was not getting all cheers. He was getting some boos. And I know people are going to say, but Chase, Jericho was playing a heel. He was still getting a majority of cheers than boos. And Sheamus was getting a majority of cheers than boos. He was able to get a crowd reaction from a guy like Chris Jericho. Normally when a guy like Sheamus is in the final two, and he's facing a guy like a Chris Jericho's fan reaction should blow him out of the water. But Sheamus was getting so over with the crowd. And I liked it. And Sheamus winning, to me, I'm not going to bitch about it. I'm not going to moan about it. Because you're going to have Daniel Bryan be this sleazy, cheap heel. A Sheamus is a great character to stand up to a sleazy, cheap heel like Sheamus. To like Daniel Bryan, saying, hey fella, you gotta fight for this title. Now, the only problem I have is people are gonna say Sheamus' star power facing the Daniel Bryan. Would that really help him? I don't know. To be honest, I hope this isn't Open WrestleMania, the World Heavyweight title match, because I think it could tell a good story. Whatever they do with the World Heavyweight title in the near future, we will have to wait and see. But Sheamus is the Royal Rumble winner. Very happy about it. Very good Royal Rumble match. Now for the show itself. You know, this show, it was definitely a mixed bag of feelings. And I feel it's going to be heavily mixed views on how you viewed it. Me personally, I was with a group of close friends of mine, and we were watching it and laughing and having fun. And I had fun too. I was having fun. I was enjoying it. But, you know, the world title match was good. Punk and Ziggler didn't meet up to my expectations, but was still a good match. Cena and Kane was like, okay, yeah, sure. It was a decent in-ring match, and then the ending really sold it. And then Diva Filler, I thought a very good Rumble match. To be honest, I'll give this show a B+. That seems like a fair amount grade. It's not an A show. You know, you got that filler, but Brodus Clay was entertaining. You know, it wasn't overall a bad Rumble. I feel this is going to be a mixed show. I feel most people probably hated this show. Most people like this show. I'm one of those people who did like this show, and I did find entertainment and enjoyment. I didn't really have any problem with the winners of this match. With these matches, I'm enthralled seeing Sheamus win. Can't wait to see what they do with him. But this is it for me, guys. Post your comments down below. Your thoughts on me and little Chris. You can't forget about my little counterpart. Subscribe above if you guys haven't. Like this video, dislike it, your opinions. Post your thoughts on the Rumble. Follow me on Twitter. All the other links in the description box. This is Chase Oliver 68, and I say peace.